I like it.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Past the Barb. Today is Monday, March 27th, and today's a big day, and that is because Cody Hahner is not dead.
Verified.
He is here.
He's alive.
Count it.
He is risen. He is risen indeed.
There he is. Look at him.
You should have waited.
We should have been more prepared for that.
Yeah. You should have delayed it one more week.
It would have been worth it.
Or
a real opportunity.
Show up bare naked, just like floating across your screens.
Just in a white
maybe you
robe.
should leave. Maybe you should go. And just try. We'll cut it right here.
Yeah.
All right, but we will catch up with Cody in a sec. But we got Cody down on the bottom. Mr. Will Stolski's here with the most perfect Instagram TikTok lighting in the history of the world, hitting him over in Montana.
It's not going to last long. Got another 10 minutes of it probably. So
he's in golden hour.
Soak it up, folks.
Love it. And then joining me up top, we got Mr. Ryan Pinkalla, whose Wi-Fi may cut out 2 times, may cut out 15 times. You never know.
Who's to say? We never know.
It all depends on how drunk Woody wants to get when he's listening to the pod.
We're doing this for you, Woody.
But, okay, now what we need to know is, Cody, what has been going on in your life? When was the last time you were here?
Guess is as good as mine. Was there ice when I was here?
I think so.
I think we were talking about ice fishing. Well, ice is past, so it's been quite some time, I would say. But if you're looking at the neon, watch for me sweatshirt, that's kind of what I've been doing.
High vis life.
Yeah, it's kind of sucked lately. But we're back. We're back. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, weren't you? You were fishing over the weekend, weren't you? You called me and said you were going to go pull some wet rags out of the river.
Believe it or not, I pulled out many a sock this weekend. It was a great time. I got to enjoy it with me and about 1,200 of my friends on about a 2-mile stretch of river.
That's awesome.
Fantastic time. But I enjoyed every minute of it for that 24-hour period. Now I hate it. But for that little bit, it was great to be on the water.
Got it out of your system.
Yep.
Is that a thing too, Hunter, where every year you show up and you have this thought in your head, you're like, you know what? I'm going to try this. And I bet I'm going to catch more than anyone else. And you go do something for 2 or 3 hours and you're like, this is stupid.
It'll be either one or the other. Once every 5 years you get a somewhat decent idea and it'll work for you for a day. And then you try to go reproduce it and you're like, yeah, that was the dumbest shit I've ever. That was the most random thing I've ever done in my life. That's never going to work again.
It's just amazing how many of those people only guide for 2 weeks a year.
Oh, it's amazing. You booking trips, bro? Bro, I'm booking trips. I'm steady. I'm steady a day and a half out here a week. Steady.
That's all you need.
He's booked up.
Books are full. Saturdays and Sundays, I'm booked.
And I understand people who don't have boats who are just trying to get into a boat, but the people who do have boats and are getting guided out there, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing?
And Hunter, where are you talking about specifically? This isn't some secret. Everybody, we all know about it.
We'll put the
this
pin
is very
on that.
This is very well known. This is the Fox River in Green Bay, and currently everything else in the bay is iced up, so you can't go to Oconto, you can't go up to Sturgeon Bay, you can't do any of that stuff because there's still ice on the water, and all you got is the river. So everybody and their brother within about South Dakota is packed into that river, catching 24-inch walleyes right now. Dropping. The new thing this year is hair jigs. Everybody's like, oh, I've been throwing hair jigs for the past 5 years. Bish, please. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. No. And it's an interesting. It's always a spectacle. It's always a spectacle. You could be in line with the trolling line. Like it's ridiculous. If you've ever been out there, you could be like down the trolling pass in the middle of the night, and some guy will be ripping in his 622 with a 450 Verado going about 65 miles an hour and just cut right through the middle of you after jagged up on like 20 beers from that day, going for a trolling pass in his brand new boat. It's amazing. It's a great time. It's a great time.
We'll move on from this in a sec, but did you guys get a ton of snow this weekend?
A ton. We were.
Yeah, you guys were like no snow forever, and then just boom, right when everybody put the boats in the water.
Blasted. So we're like, I went out, what was that, Friday that I called you, Bart, that I went out?
Yeah, it was Friday. Yeah, and I couldn't believe it snowed because it was like 50 here.
It was beautiful. Beautiful. Like we went out, and my buddy that I was staying with, he's like, it's supposed to snow a little bit tomorrow. I'm not going out. And I'm like, I'm going to convince you to go out. Guaranteed. We're going out tomorrow. Guaranteed we're going out. And I woke up at like 6 a.m, like all prepared to like go wake him up, be like, ready to go fishing? Come on, take me fishing. Let's go. And expected to like have some blowback. And I look out the window and there's literally already 11 inches on the ground. Like, we're not going fishing today. And there's a tournament going on in the Fox River during that time, and I felt really bad for all those guys, even though they caught them really well. But yeah, it was ridiculous. I think in certain spots around Green Bay they had up to 17.5 or 18 inches of snow.
Good Lord.
Yeah, crazy.
Did that all like melt already?
Immediately, like within 2 days, it was gone.
Huh. So does that make the bite better then, or does it just dirty it up and suck?
It depends because everything's really low right now. So I think for the first, like, whoever could be on the water like right now, I'm sure it's probably really good. But in the next couple days, because it's going to rain and snow all week, it's going to be as like typical like working man schedule. By the weekend, it's just going to suck. It's going to be pure mud. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be a grind. Even though there's a billion fish in the river right now, it's just going to shut them off pretty hard. But yeah, right now, if you could be out on the water, it'd be amazing.
Gotcha. Okay, well, moving on. Will, what do you got going on? You still off of work right now? Have you started moving yet? I can't remember. Or is that this weekend?
I've been trying to. It's so hard to pack and move things when you're still living there. You know what I mean? But I have a set date that I'm gonna be out of here by the 5th, I think, or the 6th. So yeah, my brother's coming down from Helena this weekend, so he's gonna help me move some of the bigger shit, which isn't much, but yeah, and then get my boats moved up there, and then adios Bozeman, we'll be out of here. So
yeah, Hahner, you missed out. Will's moving, and also for a brief moment in time, he was going to be homeless.
Yeah, it was more than a brief moment. It was a couple weeks. I thought I was going to be homeless. I thought I was going to be living in my teepee.
That sounds like the most Trout thing ever. Like most Trout guys make that seem like, oh, I'm going to be homeless. But in reality, like they go to the Trout groups and they're like, yeah, I'm living out of my Sprinter right now.
Yeah,
really
those guys that have Sprinter vans are fucking loaded. They're $100,000.
Yeah, exactly. I know one of those guys, and he's like, "Yeah, we're just kind of like traveling the country looking for a spot to live."
It's like, yeah, it's you are living in a $100,000 van. You are not broke.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is to an exact.
That's what Stolski's doing, actually.
Yeah, actually, I got a Sprinter. Oh, I got a Sprinter. I forgot to tell you guys. It's sick.
Sprinter with a shower and
$100,000 Sprinter van with like $20,000 of lithium batteries and solar panels to run the bitch.
Major
so
update.
Cheaper.
And
cheaper.
And I got a girlfriend that has 60,000 followers on Instagram, so I've got it all wrapped up now. So
things are looking good.
She's got a little golden retriever puppy too.
Yeah, he's got an Instagram page too. Please follow. Oh my god, the worst. But yeah, not going to be homeless, which is exciting. I didn't want to be homeless, so I'm happy that I'm not going to be homeless. But yeah, moving out next week. Goodbye to Bozeman. Hello, Lewis and Clark County.
And why are you moving out of Bozeman? Just
fishing. I'm moving up to the Missouri River, which is just like 2 hours north of here and a little west.
yeah.
You probably know where it's at, but better fishing, less people, slightly cheaper. Part of it is this place is so expensive. I just can't. I don't know how people can afford to live here. When the average home price is $750,000, I'm like, who's making this kind of money? I certainly am not. So I'm outie. It's been fun, but it's time for a change of scenery.
Give it about like 1 year, Will. About a year or two. Helena's going to be the new Bozeman.
I know, dude. That's the problem. I'm getting all of these places too late. I'm like 2 years too late everywhere I've been. I'm just like, it sucks. Where am I supposed to go?
Have you thought about trying to hop forward to be 2 years early to a place? Might suck for a little
but
bit,
it's just
but
a shithole in the mountains.
You'd have to,
that's it.
Oh yeah, perfect. This is it.
Yeah.
Look, I see a mountain and a stream. This is totally where it's about to happen.
Yeah, we found it. Here I stand in some irrigated hayfield. This is awesome.
Get ready. 5 years from now,
pretty soon
recognize this.
Pretty soon Patagonia is making commercials out there. And you're like, fuck.
You're like, God damn it, dude. Ugh. Yeah, so I don't know. It's been a good run out here. I will miss certain things about Bozeman, but I won't miss a lot of things too. So hitting the road.
That'll be sweet.
Yeah, it should be cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Always fun to have a change of pace. Pink, what do you got going on?
I've officially deleted ice fishing from my life.
Attaboy.
Yep. Went through.
That's gotta feel good.
Gutted the truck. Everything's up in the garage. Gone. So I'm moving on. I'm ready for something else. Started looking at tackle. But as you know, that's about the worst decision you could probably start doing when you don't have a lot of time, is to start like picking through all these Rubbermaid totes of stuff from last year. I'm still like, I have zero dedicated storage solution. I'm like 50-50. Like I go half-ass this one, half-ass that one. Rest of it's in Fleet Farm bags. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
That was Hahner's boat.
Basement.
That's in general.
Dude, that's like my basement right now. So when I first started fishing, I was extremely unorganized. Then I'm going to be organized. And then like it kind of switched to unorganized/organized, which turned into massive chaos on organization.
That's where I'm at.
And now just everything's everywhere. And I'll be looking through stuff. I'm like, oh my God, why did I even order Kitex? I have like 50 packages of them right here. Like, why did I even get any? Oh, well, I guess, I'll have enough until I'm like for the next 10 years.
Just stocked up. That's all.
Yeah. So I don't know. I might take that. Whoa. I might undertake that soon.
Well, that's like Hahner. You've seen my Kitex swim bait box that I brought with smallmouth fishing.
Yeah.
And like I looked at it, and the best part is we like dug through it. We're like, yeah, these are great colors. And then like I went home for a few days to come back out. I'm like, what color did you say we needed again? And instead of digging through the box, I just ordered packs.
Well, that's the thing. Like when you look,
it's just so much easier
into there, you're like,
through your and just be like, two. I only need 2. Just in case for this tournament. And then 2, like over the course of 5 years, ends up being like 20 packs of the same color 3.3-inch Kitech. And I'll be like rifling through these things like rainbow shad. Can I get something with some color? We're walleye fishing. Jesus Christ. Like white. I guess that'll work. They're stupid.
I feel like I get to that point too much where you're like justifying, like I might as well just buy it instead of looking for it.
Yeah. Yep.
Like I know I have a ton of that, but it's like
it's somewhere, but not worth the effort.
Yeah.
I will say I had a ridiculous amount, and I thought I had way too many. And then when I was down at Grand rigging up like 3 different A rigs and all the dummies and
All of a
stuff,
sudden they
suddenly
just
I'm through like
evaporate.
like 7 packs of
Yeah.
Kytex from 2 brush piles, and I'm like, oh my god.
I noticed, so I had like this huge Rubbermaid like bin that I would put all my tackle in. Well, at one point in time, I must have put like 2 or 3 of those gallon G-Man jugs in there.
Oh fuck!
You're talking the live well treatment?
Oh yeah,
G juice.
the juice, and they broke.
Oh, no.
If you want some blue Kytex, this boy's got about 50 packs of them.
Everything's dyed blue.
Everything's dyed blue.
Just sapphire blue.
Yeah,
Blue.
I feel like I'm really good at throwing a bunch of like random plastics out of packages into like a box.
Yeah.
And then just managing to throw one fucking Z-Man plastic in there to just melt the whole goddamn thing.
And then it's just completely kaput.
You're like, what are you gonna do? Just
Dude,
start over.
I'll never forget that first summer, like Ned rigs became big deal with the Elastec and shit. And I was out in my boat and it was like 93 degrees on Tonka, no wind. And I was just like, I wonder what color's good. So I went through like 3 or 4 of them and just threw them in my bait tray that I, of course, hadn't cleaned out in like a month or 2. So there's a ton of crankbaits, you name it in there. And like 2 days later, I was like gonna go grab a crankbait and I like pulled it out and the whole thing just lifted. And I was like, what the hell? And they melted and I was like, oh no. And then I go in the box I had made where I like put them all in there, like organized, and they were all just melted into one massive 2.5-inch round turd ball. And I was like, guess who just wasted $200 on Z-Man?
Yeah, that shit works good, but wow, is that stuff like that's the worst material, dude.
It is.
It even melts your like Plano boxes.
Yeah.
Like if it's just laying on there.
Do you remember it was Pink, you would know. It was this company, it was this muskie company called Done Right.
Oh,
And
yeah, I
they
have a
had,
bunch of those melted on the floor in my
the
garage.
swimmer. I thought it'd be a great idea just to, because like my Bulldogs and my Medusa totes are just all in one thing.
Yeah.
And I would just separate them by like colors. So I'd like throw one of those in, like, good luck. So many hundreds of dollars just destroyed from one bait that I never ever throw, or I've never thrown in my entire life, thinking it was a good idea.
I don't even know it's possible. They just like turn into liquid, dude.
And just melt everything around them. Now you have like 4 Bulldogs in one, which
nobody's throwing that, you know.
Could be the move.
All right. Well, yeah. Moving on into, I guess my current events is I was just, like Pink said, basically have deleted ice fishing. I haven't quite yet because I might have to go out once or twice more to shoot a couple things. But that's like the worst part is like I'm like mentally gone, and basically 95% of my gear is like, nope, we're not doing it. But there's still that little bit of like, oh, I'll go chuck a couple things in the truck, I guess, and go try it. But yeah, I think for the most part it's over. But I don't know, we'll see. Got a lot of other work to catch up on and everything too. But for the most part, all I did all weekend, honestly, was watch a classic, which was fun.
That was super fun.
I definitely didn't watch enough of it, but I tried to follow it.
It was a super boring classic. Extremely.
Yeah.
I mean, extremely boring classic. I mean,
well, from the parts that I did see on live was like they were trying to like construct more drama and like build it into something it really wasn't.
Yes. And they're like, the last day, they're like, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God. They're like, oh, yes, suck. Yes. Like,
there actually was some drama.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would have just been like, well, Gussie, here you go. here you go, and
this is a
everyone else is
landslide.
just like sitting here and just out fishing and sucking. So it made the guys who are sucking, even though they're catching like, barely squeaking 5 fish a day, it made it seem like it was relevant. Like, even though Gussie had to just like have a horrible day.
Yeah, I mean, he caught 2 fish and still won. So,
yeah,
No, I get where they're coming from, why they put the Classic in a place like that, because it's like a huge town, great venue. I mean, literally, the venue is right on the water. Everything sets up great. If it was only just like a monster of a fishery, then it would be perfect. But it's not. It's just not.
Have you ever fished that stretch, Hahner?
No, never fished it.
It doesn't look like it's that good. So
it's not. It was.
I wouldn't be running there.
It was never one on my radar to like. Oh, gotta go there.
Not on your bucket list. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm more or less going to Knoxville just to like party or whatever. But.
Right.
Yeah, I've kind of wondered with that stretch, like with Knoxville being there now and then bringing the Classic, why hasn't the TVA or Knoxville or anyone just been like, what we should do? Stock like 1 million bass in here to make it somewhat good. And then we can actually host it and have the events because it's big enough. A fish is big enough. It's got plenty of structure. Like there's just no bass.
Yeah. When you look at it on a map, like, and look at like the features that it has, like all the down timber and all the docks, and there's even grass in there, like some grass in there. Like it's super cool, but there's just you can't catch them if they don't live in there. So, I don't know what you're gonna do.
But, yeah, no, it's definitely hasn't been great. But yeah, I mean, it was. For the most part, pretty boring because Gussie just went out and did exactly what we thought he was going to do.
Yeah,
day 1 and 2. But with the struggles on day 3, I know you and I were talking a bit, like we were texting, and I was like, I was so nervous for him.
I thought Canterbury was going to catch a 4 to 5 pounder and just like steal it.
Yeah, like
I really did. I was completely like, that's going to happen.
Yeah. That or then all of a sudden Brian Schmidt started catching them pretty good at the end too, and I was like, "Oh God, here we go. This is how he loses it." We've seen Jason Christie lose a Classic like this, like no backup plan. And luckily for Gussie, I think everybody in the bass fishing world knows how great of a dude he is and just how awesome he is. So it was nice to see him be able to battle it through, only needing 12 fish.
I'm just surprised, like from watching live, that there was so much doubt that like he could do what he was doing again.
I think it's because they thought the fish were going to be further along.
I don't know.
I think it was amazing because 90% of that field went out and tried it. Yeah, but there's something to be said about someone's deal where they have utmost confidence in what they're doing, and they're so much better than you. Like. The experience that he's had doing it since he started fishing. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's done it from before he probably even bass fished. He's done it walleye
I would
fishing.
Assume he'd learned that walleye fishing. First.
Yeah. He started doing walleye fishing, and then it got to be a big thing, bass fishing. So he grew up bass fishing doing that. Like I was talking to this guy that we stayed with up at Rainy Lake, and he's really good friends with him. This older guy, and he's like, yeah, bud. He's like, oh yeah, yep, moping. Like I don't. He's like, yep, just throwing a jerk chat again. Like it's not like it's not a big deal for them up there, but
yeah.
And I know it's like a Cherokee. In Cherokee, it's a big thing that like Demiki rigging type deal. And a lot of guys have been using it for years, but for whatever reason, he was more dialed than the rest of the group.
Yeah, I don't know. It was, interesting to see, and like I like that perspective where they showed his graph. I don't know if guys
that was sick.
Like, I don't know if
That
people
was
are gonna
cool.
like
No way to
that,
go.
but
Dude,
I think
I
that
think
got a lot of really, really, really good feedback from the people who hate live scoping derbies because they complain they can't see anything.
That's the only way that, like, if I saw tournaments where guys, like, I knew that was, you could see that was going to be an issue, like tournaments heading that way, and where you're not being interactive with the camera because you're
Right.
not seeing guys pitching and casting and like skipping. Like, that's the only way to do it. And it's so cool that they had it. And they had like a big fish being caught off of Gussie, watching the fish come up and swirl and grab his bait and hook up. That was Bass did wonders for themselves by doing that.
I don't even know what kind of setup they have to be able to do that shit.
That is
my God.
that's a it's actually nothing crazy, to be honest. It's just so Gussie's run. I'm just saying based off of what they have.
Dude, it's actually so easy. How do you not know how to do that?
Well, I'm
like,
just saying,
literally you just stick like USB.
I guess
USB
I'm just a
chip
tremendous
in there
ignorant asshole. That's it.
from the way I understand it is
Simple,
there's
dude.
a fucking sonar in the back of the boat that raises up, and the drone catches the
connect it to your
satellite,
Wi-Fi, dude.
and
It's
it
simple.
drops down.
the way I
Bluetooth.
understand it's being ran is Humminbird has the Apex unit, which has an HDMI in and out in it compared to any other. I don't think any other graphs have that.
No.
So Gussie and some of the other Humminbird pros got Apexes this year. So if they're in their boat, I believe that just plugs directly into the same receiver, like Brian Evie, who is his cameraman, like holding, like, I believe there's just an input straight into the camera, whatever that cell is that sends the live video out. So I believe it's just like one cord. And that's why, like, if you saw the pictures of Brian, I would imagine that's why Brian was standing right next to his console all the time, because he was probably plugged into his live and he couldn't move.
Yeah.
So he was like turning around right there.
So
but I could be wrong there. That's me guessing. I could ask
Apexes
Brian, but
or Apexi.
That's a good question. You just bamboozled me.
I'm just throwing it out there.
I mean, it's simple. It's
literally had a lot of other answers there.
Yeah,
it's one cord, you idiot.
But no, I mean, it was kind of cool having that drama at the end of the event. But I'm glad he won. I didn't know that his second fish he caught at like noon, the only one I saw him catch, would be the one that won it. But that's cool. How many did Jordan Lee win with when he won on Conroe? Was that 12 fish too?
Yeah,
13.
It was 12.
Yeah, it's just on the last day he had like 26 pounds, didn't he? Some monster sack.
On day one, he kind of shit the bed, but on day two, he had over 20 pounds on 4. And then day 3, he had that big bag.
Yeah, when his motor broke down and he just decided to fish the rock pile he broke down on top of.
That's kind of a badass way to win, though. Those like rocketing from behind ones, because you're not even like on the leaderboard, you know. And then all of a sudden,
I don't even think they had a camera. Like had they just started live then, and they didn't even have a camera on them. And then all of a sudden, one of the blog writers was like, "Yo, Jordan Lee has like 23
you should probably go
get a camera over here."
Yeah,
Brent Ayler is sitting on like 8 pounds.
Chucking like a swim jig into like the 3 pencil reeds in the damn lake.
Please, for the love of God, just do it again one more time.
Well, and that's got to be the worst for someone like leading it when the camera boats start leaving.
Oh,
well, and that had to have happened to Gus.
You're like,
too,
oh God.
Yeah, I don't know.
He had boats on him the whole time because he was leading it.
Yeah. Well, towards the end, I think he had guys start leaving him and going to Canterbury, or at least the coverage people left him and went to Canterbury and Schmidt because they were like,
what do we do?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. I mean,
it was a good derby, though.
It was a good derby. I don't know exactly any of the whole Benton grabbing one from where he was right away day one or anything like that. But it was an interesting derby. Like we said, I can't believe he literally showed everybody the script of how to do it, and nobody figured out, like, yeah, I should probably do this. And he just went and did the exact same thing, same thing. found two
Same
other
bait.
spots, but like nobody else dedicated to it that much was just mind blowing to me. And I get that they thought largemouth were going to rush the bank, but I can't believe that nobody else was like, hey, smallmouth, like if you catch 5 of them, even 4, like Gussie, he could have caught 4 a day. Same thing. Like,
yeah,
it just blows it away because it was impossible to get a limit. But
right. That was a crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
updating on we might have lost Pink. We will see. But that's perfect. We can do this since he's gone. So updating on our fantasy fishing group. So we said we're gonna do the golf scoring, So if you get first in the event, you'll get 1 point out of us 4. So you get 1, second place will get 2, third place will get 3, fourth place will get 4. So the good news is Pink isn't here to rub it in our face. He got first in every event. He actually won our whole group last event. He was one of the highest scoring people of all of Bassmaster. So
Jeez.
Pink has 3 points. I am in second with 8.
I'm definitely in last because
Stolski is in third with 9, and Hahner is in last with 10.
Okay.
So we just need him to shit the bed really bad, like 2 derbies.
It's you and me, Will.
So
up to you and me.
Pinkalla has a huge lead.
Yeah, but this is why we do the golf scoring, because if he takes 4th place twice,
right, then
we're right back in it.
Okay. That's a good way of doing it, because that kind of evens it out a little bit.
Yeah. So we were just talking about the fantasy fishing scoring.
Well, yeah, and you guys all convinced me to take what's his name, the Australian guy. He did fucking awful.
Yeah,
Carl.
He was definitely the worst pick on my team.
He sucked.
Hey, you don't say that about Carl.
He was awful, and I thought he had all this momentum. What happened to that?
Yeah, I don't know, mate.
Fear my heart, mate. Fuck, Carl fucking fucked my squad over. Because otherwise I had pretty good picks, but
yeah.
Yeah, Stolski, you took 3rd at the Classic. I had 2nd. Pink was 1st. Hahner was 4th.
Well, I don't think
because
Cody,
I didn't even submit a thing. I couldn't submit a thing.
Yeah, that's how they get you,
Yeah.
Shut up, Ryan.
Did you seriously not? You didn't submit a lineup. Holy shit!
No.
Yeah, I saw that yours wasn't in. You were at 0.
I didn't have freaking phone, dude.
Oh, that's right. You lost your phone. I forgot about that.
But
damaged your phone or whatever happened.
So Pink's got a heavy lead, but we could catch him.
Yep, we're coming for you, Pink.
Okay.
So what is it overall now? I guess I missed that when you were talking.
Well, I'm dead last.
Yep. So Pink is in the lead with 3 points. I am in second with 8. Stolski is in third with 9, and Hahner is in 4th with 10.
All right.
So the back of the pack is pretty tight.
Yeah.
We basically just alternated getting 2nd through 4th.
When's the next derby?
Next one is 2 or 3 weeks, I think, on Murray.
Okay.
Murray. Yeah, that's where
it should be really good.
That's a place I've always wanted to fish. It's Murray.
Should be really good.
Well, make sure you get your roster submitted for that one.
Yes, we will do a preview of that one when it comes up. But before we move on to Pinkalla, your 1v1v1 segment, I did want to bring up current event wise. I suppose, we kind of have to talk about it, but that walleye cheating scandal, I texted everyone, but the plead guilty came out. Basically, they got rid of half their charges and the other half are there, and it sounds like they're just going to get probation.
Yeah, that's weak sauce.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. Well, legally, they're going to end up with that, but they're going to be banned from every tournament ever, I would imagine. So there's no chance they're ever going to even be able to fish again.
Yeah. They'll probably have a lot of civil lawsuits against them too once the criminal case is over for all the money that they won, probably illegally. So they're going to get hammered.
Well, plus they'll never be able to go to a boat ramp without getting their tires slashed. So
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good point.
So for you kids, go ahead and cheat in professional bass tournaments. It's not that big of a deal.
It's
worst
fine.
That's going to happen is a $12,000 fine.
Yeah,
Little
you probably
pro-
won't get
months
caught
of
till after
probation.
you win a bunch. So
little probation.
Insane.
It's no biggie.
It's not a big deal.
Everyone has to go through it.
You get an anklet.
Hey, you get this cool bracelet.
You can bedazzle it if you want.
Yeah,
to.
it's cool. Chicks dig it.
So speaking of tournaments, I guess this could go on current events. So, Bart, have you heard anything else on the guy who was DQ'd at the Open? The young guy?
I haven't heard anything since he made the post or whatever after his DQ happened. But
yeah, did you hear about this, Stolski?
No,
I wasn't
what
very
happened?
familiar. I didn't get too familiar on exactly what happened because I know there was a guy like impersonating as someone else, and there was someone staying in the house with the guy. Do you know exactly what it was, Hahner?
I don't. I didn't read in too much with it, but like people can shoot me down on this information. But I was told that it was a friend of the family's, whether it was a dad or something, and that guy was guarding spots for the guy who was fishing in the tournament.
Oh, I did hear about this.
And
Yeah.
the truth of that, I don't know. Who knows, but he got DQ'd from it.
He got his second day weight DQ'd, so he still had his day one weight and points.
Gotcha.
Yes. And I just saw that it was the same kid who won $1 million during that one bass tournament. And I saw he won this college classic event that was going on during the Bassmaster Classic or something. So who knows? Who knows the exact details behind it? But it sounded sketchy.
Yeah. Oh, no, for sure. Yeah. Pink is muted. He's trying to talk right now.
Shice, he says. Shice.
He's got the muzzle on.
Every time he's ready to go, he just gets shut down. No, it's still not there.
Muted. This one's hanging around for a while.
Remember all the times he's like, it's the downstairs Wi-Fi. Maybe I'll go somewhere else, and then he's just always there with the fireplace in the background.
He's got the best background though.
Dude, I got new Yeah.
Now we got you.
We can.
Right,
continue.
I don't know where I was there. I just said that stuff. It's not like it goes down all the time where people are just like, oh yeah, that's pretty common to like hear people like spot guarding for somebody in the tournament.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say spot guarding, but I've visually seen some shit go on, and I'm like, well, if that was me, I probably wouldn't have a spot in the field next year. But since it's this guy, like, it's gonna fly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sketchy.
Sketchville. But yeah, other than that, we'll move on to Pink segment in a sec. The one thing I didn't get Hahner's feedback on that I was intrigued of, since he did fish the tour and he's fished at Toyotas and everything. You and I briefly talked about Grand, but what are your thoughts on Grand Lake after I was like, dude, this place sucks?
I wanted to keep your spirits high on that place. I really did. Because, like, I've heard the great stories about how, like, the later pre-spawn is and how all the fish wave up to it. But I'm like, yeah, bro, keep after it. Yeah, like, go, Bart. Like, it's going to be a great event. It's going to be awful. It is just a horrible, horrible time of the year for anyone who's not local, who doesn't know the exact rock in about 45 different creeks that a fish will pull up on at any given time. It is awful.
Wasn't that where the classic is next time?
Yeah, and Jason Christie is like nervous as hell. Like for my buddy who works at TH Marine, because his now soon to be wife is like the head of TH Marine, whatever media.
Yeah, Shanna.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, Jason is just beside himself, like floundering around, wondering how he's going to make the classic. I'm like, well, I don't even know the guy, but I'm like, well, you've made the classic like every single year you've been here. I don't think it's going to be an issue. But Grand Lake sucks something serious. The last time I fished it, it was the identical weights when Bart was there. I was looking at the check weights, and I'm like, yep, that's about right. Nobody knows what they're doing. And they just randomly caught 2 fish a day and got a check. That was it.
Jeez.
It's a whole. It was awful, absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, you just pull up to a bluff wall when 2 happen to show up, and you're like, I did it.
Yeah, that's it. Like 2 pulled into a pocket, and you're the person who was the fresh person to show up with a spinnerbait, and they're like, oh, yeah. And they come up and grab it. It was, and not to mention like that town that you have to stay in is nothing against Grove, Oklahoma, but a lot against Grove, Oklahoma. It is a dumpster fire, absolute dumpster fire. And I don't know. It was not my favorite fishery in the world. Probably a bottom 4 that I've been to.
But
there's your 2024 classic preview.
Yeah, but you always got Wolf Creek, right, Hahner?
Yeah, we got
Wolf Creek.
The hype is real.
The hype is real.
Everyone says.
We're stoked on it over here.
Yeah, get ready for 2024. It's going to be the same time of year, and people are going to say the exact same thing. Wow, this place sucks. Except for Jason Christie, who's like slinging a double 10 around on a spinnerbait. Just, well, I thought it was like a 3-pounder.
No doubt.
I thought it was like a 3-pounder. It shows up with like 24.
Yeah. Knowing the classics luck and just those Elite Series guys luck, whenever they show up to Grand, it puts out. It's going to be a warm spring. They're going to get there. Water temps are going to be like 57 to 60. Fish are going to be flooding the bank, and everyone's going to be like, how don't people catch them here?
Oh, yeah. Screw that place. That place sucks. That place is terrible. I just had to get Cody's mind piece on that because I knew he was also like, that place is a shithole. Whenever you go there in like middle of March, end of March, not good whatsoever.
No, it's also much colder than you would think Oklahoma is.
Yeah, much.
But okay, now we'll move on. Pink, we're moving over to a new segment you had. We started this segment. First time we ran it was when I was down in Grove, actually. Hahner was not here for it, so you got to explain it to Hahner now that we got the whole crew here.
All right. Well, this should be more fun now that we got a full squad. So here's how this goes down. This segment's called 1v1v1. It's everyone against themselves. So the last time we played, we did it was fishing personalities. So I'll play like a couple second clip. That one was just like a recording of somebody talking, and then you just have to guess who it is.
Okay.
But you gotta like buzz in. So to buzz in, you just say your name and then you get to answer. So, but for this one, I think we'll do the same thing. These ones I will say are substantially easier than the last time.
Oh, thank God.
I didn't think they were that hard last time.
They weren't, but
they weren't. But there were 3 or 4 of them that you and I were both like, I have no idea.
Yeah, there's like 2.
I mixed in a couple hard ones just to keep you honest, but
perfect.
So it's basically there's 10 in a row, and then I have a couple for tiebreakers at the end.
Is this first fishing personalities again? We're staying on that same program.
No, this is completely different.
What's the category?
Great. So we'll revisit some of these as we go on, but we're going to spread it out, kind of get a wide berth here. So we're going completely away from what we did last time. So this one has nothing to do with personalities. This one is all about these are going to be animal sounds you might hear on the road.
So fucked.
Okay.
I will not get one of these.
I mixed in some easy ones, Bart, just for you.
Yeah, there's a pig on there.
How do I buzz in?
You say your name.
You say your name.
Okay.
So the first person to buzz in gets to answer, and if they're wrong, the other people will have an opportunity to steal it.
Okay.
So, and if you buzz in, I'll stop the audio or whatever, and then like if you buzzed in early, the other people get to hear the rest of it if they want. Like if you're wrong.
All right.
Okay.
I am so scared.
Like I said, these ones are substantially easier. I thought that you might need a couple softballs here. So, all right. All of these animals found in North America, none of them are domesticated.
Okay.
Fair enough.
That takes out like
Figure
half the
yourself a
animals
while.
I know that make noise.
You're going to have to dig deep here, Bart.
I'm going to try.
All right, boys. Here we go.
Okay.
Leading off 1v1v1. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Bart,
I'm
just going to go turkey.
That's incorrect.
That is far from it.
I'll play it again. Here we go.
My only hope is to go early and scream something.
Gentlemen, what creature are we listening to here?
Ah,
Come on, nature boy.
I thought you said these are going to be layups.
how am I? I don't.
Come on,
fucking know.
Mr. Fly Fisherman.
Come
Out
on,
in
guy.
nature.
You got
So
at
much
least
time
guess.
in
You
there.
gotta
Guy
get there.
who's killed more game than everyone else. Yeah. The moose that's hanging in my living room. Definitely not that. I don't know,
Come on,
Ryan.
boy.
Can you give us Can we do a hint?
Sure. Do you want a hint about what it looks like or what type of animal it is?
Well, I know what type of animal it is, but
Okay, then what is it?
Why don't you tell us then?
Come on, hi Viz.
where are you, Will?
In my closet. I have no idea. So if you have a guess, Cody,
Tom Cruise.
I don't know.
Well, somebody's got to guess.
I don't.
There's
I
no
don't-
consequences for getting it wrong.
I got
I
Play it
already
again.
sounded
Play it again.
like-
Play it again.
Here we go.
Play it
We'll
again.
run it back. This is it. One last time. Everyone listening knows what this is, except for you people. Here we go.
Is it a pheasant?
That is correct, sir.
Oof. Okay.
Stolski dug deep there.
I honestly didn't know a pheasant made a noise.
There's a cackle.
I would have never gotten that.
Nope.
I think the only reason I got it, you could kind of hear like some wings sort of flapping. It sounded like so. All right, I'll take it.
I thought they were silent.
All right. Here we go, boys. You ready?
Yep.
Let's play 1v1 here. All right, here we go.
Will.
Will got in first.
Elk.
All right. Yep. That's
What
correct.
kind of elk?
Bull elk. I don't know if it was a Roosevelt or
Nope,
if it was
you
a
were
Rocky
done.
Mountain elk.
Nope. You said elk. Bullshit.
Genus and species, please.
Yeah, can we get the genus going?
All right.
All
All right. Will's off to an early lead here, boys. Tighten up.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Will.
Moose.
Jesus. Will with the big lead here. 3-0.
Okay.
I'm kicking ass.
Yeah, because he lives out in Montana.
How did you envision animal noises going with two fishermen and one outdoorsman?
Yeah,
About
why
as good as it's going right now.
You guys know what they
how
sound
about,
like.
yeah.
I had no idea that was a moose. I knew the elk, but I didn't get in.
Moose
fast.
is a trickier one.
The only moose call I've ever heard is Jim Shockey
Moose.
with a Gatorade
That's what I
bottle.
thought.
Yeah.
I thought that's
Boys,
how you
come
get 'em.
on.
You just go moose,
All right.
moose.
All right. Here we go.
That's
Number
pretty good.
4. You got to catch. I mean, it's out of 10, so everyone's still in it. All right. Here we go.
Oh,
Cody.
blue heron.
Incorrect. You had your shot, dude.
Fuck.
Can you play
I'll run it. I'll run it back.
I can't say anything. I can't say anymore.
Text me.
Because
if they both get it wrong, you can answer again.
Okay. I have it.
I legitimately have
I mean, it's like you've never even been outside.
All right, give me. How many seconds do we give these guys?
I think we get some time here.
I'll give you
30 seconds.
5 seconds to guess.
5 seconds.
And if you don't guess, Cody gets to answer, even though he already lost. He gets half a point if he gets it right.
Okay.
All right, you have 5 seconds. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that was not a good effort, boys.
I don't even have a glimpse of an idea.
Yes.
Sandhill Crane.
Shoot. Yeah. Duh. Fuck. Oh, we lost Pink. God damn it. That is such an obvious one, too. I don't know how I didn't get that.
I don't know. I thought that was a layup.
That should have been. Yeah. All
right. Ready for the next one?
Sure.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. This one's tough, boys. This one's tough. Ready?
Bart? Mosquito?
It's not a mosquito.
Way to go, Nature Boy.
What the fuck? Come on, they kind of buzz when they go by here like that.
A mosquito. That was your first guess.
That's not even it. Well, I didn't think we were doing the frogs or the toad or whatever.
Mosquito's an insect.
Yeah, he just said it wasn't domesticated.
No, actually, it was a horsefly.
That's their mating call, eh?
Yeah. It's the greater mosquito.
Nobody, huh? Nothing.
Sorry, Nature Boy.
I don't have one.
All right, let's here we go. You ready, boys?
Yes.
Yep.
Is this a different one, or are we?
Yep. We'll pass. We'll pass since everyone.
Wait, can we at least know what it was? Can we get a hint or something here?
Well, we might circle back on it. Here we go.
Will.
Cody.
Will.
Turkey.
Yeah.
What kind of turkey?
I don't know. One of them.
Male or female?
Sounded like there's both actually. There's a hen and a tom in there.
So. What was the main?
They sounded like Rios to me. I think they were Rios. Maybe they're Osceolas.
Wrong. They're from Wisconsin.
No, not Easterns.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm pulling away here.
This is unreal. I mean, this is gonna be a sweep here, boys. All right, here we go. Cody.
That sounds like the drop that was about to hit at Lollapalooza in 2019.
Correct, sir. You are correct.
Yes. Lollapalooza in 2019. Final answer. Squared in.
Hella bass drop coming.
Yeah.
Major drop.
I have no idea.
I'll guess. Was that snow geese?
It was not.
My only guess would be Canadian goose, but I don't think it was that.
It's not.
Correct
answer. Swan is what we're looking for here.
Okay.
Swan. Correct answer.
Wouldn't have got that.
Is that a trumpeter?
Yeah. What kind?
In fact, it is.
Yes, I knew that.
All right. Let's see here. Will's just running away with this, so I don't know. Y'all might be screwed here.
I don't know how you would have predicted this to go any other way.
I don't know.
Well,
dude.
Bart, when you're guessing mosquitoes, that doesn't.
Yeah, I
happen.
mean, you're really not doing yourself any favors here, big dog.
Yeah. I don't hunt.
These are just sounds you hear if you go outside.
Yeah, like remember all the times when
Yeah,
you're like,
like a
wow,
moose.
swans, look.
Yeah, when
That's
you're
the
like
sound they
walking
make.
outside and you bump into a moose.
Yeah, like Bart. Like you
Yeah.
see moose all the time.
Yeah. Shit, that's right. I forgot. I run into him every Wednesday.
Well, I mean, it's not like these things aren't around here, dude. You just suck. All right, here we go.
Cody. Crow.
Incorrect, sir.
Okay.
That actually would have been my guess too, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, that's what I was
Maybe
kind of
that's
leaning
what-
towards too.
Dude, y'all just suck at animals. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna have to get you that little book where you like pull the cord and it like whips the arrow around and it stops on an animal.
Extremely helpful right now.
Can you
Bro,
play
I
it?
just
one more
know
time?
the tag and I shoot it. That's about it.
Cody's been doing a lot of poaching, apparently.
A lot of green fields.
All right, I'll play it one more time.
How's that not a crow?
Yeah, it's got to be a
'Cause
crow.
It's not.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
It's a grebe.
Can we
Is
get
it-
a clue?
Is it a woodcock,
No.
Adam?
Can I get a clue?
Can you
No,
get
you
a
don't
clue?
get a clue.
You guys got clues on one I got wrong.
We didn't get any clues.
We got a clue, but we didn't get it.
Yeah, doesn't count.
All right, dude. This is just an epic disaster. Boy.
Raven.
Yes, correct.
Really?
Yeah.
Close enough.
Oh, yeah.
Quoth the raven.
Close enough.
Close enough, dude.
It's a blackbird, bro.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
also a
All
different
right,
bird.
I got one.
All right, Adam got one.
All right. Stolski's still commanding lead here. And we're running out of opportunities. So
I just want to know what the hell my mosquito was.
We'll get
all right,
there.
we'll do this one and then I'll tell you what the mosquito was. Here we go.
Will.
Well,
I have no idea.
Seagulls.
incorrect.
Oof.
Boys.
Bart. Is this one snow geese?
No, it's not.
Play it again. Play it again.
All right. Y'all need to watch some Planet Earth, all right?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing tonight.
You just
Yeah.
tell me to go outside?
It's a flock of something
That
by a lot.
that's almost worth a half point at this point here.
It's a lot of them.
That's why I went snow geese.
Several.
Of them. Is it a game bird?
It is.
Wait, what the fuck is this with clues all of a sudden? You guys were just yelling at me.
Dude, you weren't gonna get it even if I told you the name of it. We're going back to guessing people after this. Jesus.
Oh, I know this one.
Obviously.
No, I don't.
No.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't.
All right, what is it?
That was the lovely sound of speckle bellies.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna...
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? Me and my great uncle hunted specklebillies.
We're back to the mosquito boys.
What is that? Weird
Cricket?
frog or something?
Is it a bullfrog?
It is not.
No.
Correct answer
bullfrogs
is
make.
woodcock.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Think
Huh.
of their. Oh, I guess it makes sense. Think of their bill.
yeah.
They make that noise.
Google
That's
it.
true. They kind of vibrate their tongue.
All right, boys. Well,
Mosquito
you're
flying
gonna have
by
to
your
dig
ear.
deeper next time. Stolski takes the dub on this. Sorry, boys.
All right. I liked it. I think I like people more though.
Yeah,
We'll go back.
You got quick to the answers. You got the gimmies. You got the layups.
Hey, you know what?
Dude,
You
Excuses
didn't
are
you had
for
the
answer.
same
losers.
thing. You had the same.
Yeah, excuses
but
are for the losers.
A moose, an elk, and a turkey.
How come you didn't get them?
Because I said my name, but you were a little bit quicker.
Well,
So what?
It pays to be fast.
Hunter, you missed out on
No,
the
it
last
does not.
game for sure.
Yeah, Hunter would have dominated the last one.
You would have. You would.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
I
last one was-
definitely. Hunter, I'll give you just a sample. You just see if you can maybe answer a couple of these.
All right.
Here, I'll dish you a couple.
Okay.
It's muskies, and I'm excited. I've actually cleaned my boat. This is a pretty rare deal. I'm not sure whether let this I'll use
Actually-
while I'm up there.
Actually, I don't know what this one is.
What?
Yeah,
You
you
know
do.
Mana?
Oh, well, it's Pete Mana, but I don't know what exact episode or where it's
You
from.
All
just
you have
say
to
in the
say is
bowl.
you
just-
did.
it's just
I
the-
just didn't know the person.
It's just the name.
Okay. All right.
All right. I'll give you one more since you didn't get to play, and I feel like you probably would have done pretty good.
Best all-around surface bait,
Joe Booker.
technique situations.
See, it was just really the
Joe
fact that
Booker and the Top Raiders.
You were absent. I don't know what to tell you. All right. We'll come back next time. I'll play 1v1v1 and we'll do something else.
That was still good. That was
I
still
liked it. That was still good, Ryan. Nice job.
But I think so.
DJing.
Stolski, I believe, won last time, right?
I did.
He did.
So
Kicked Bart's
Stolski
ass.
up 2-0.
2-0. I'll take it.
This is big.
I'll take it.
I knew I didn't stand a chance rolling into that. So
Well, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
hand up.
Got to
hand
go
up.
outside more, Bart. Get out of the editing
Evidently, I
studio.
got to get out of
Yeah,
the editing
You
studio.
gotta get out in the mountains and listen to moose and elk.
Yeah, yep. You got to get out here.
I just
Yeah.
need to be with someone who knows what they are, so that when I hear them, I can be like, "Yo, what is that?"
And like a speckle belly. Apparently, that's like a common.
Yeah. I'll go
Yeah,
out
I
hunting with
wouldn't have got that
Pinkalla
one.
out west to film something, and he's gonna shoot me by the end of the 4th hour because I'm gonna be like, "What's that noise?"
Or be like, what?
I will
what's
say
that?
none of the animals that I selected are rare by any means.
A speckle belly? Yeah, I don't know about that one, but is that like a common waterfall on the Mississippi Highway or what? I don't think so.
Oh my god.
All right. So we're done with 1v1v1. But to kind of end this,
I do the Gordon
think-
Bombay quack quack quack.
Was that an answer? I'm not sure.
he's still caught up on speckle bellies.
Google it, bro.
But to end this, we're going to kind of roll back to kind of when we started this podcast, doing a little bit of story time, telling stories from back in the day. So, I mean, the question has to be asked, is it going to be Hahner talking about Seminole since he wasn't here for that Bassmaster Fantasy?
I think it should be Cody since he's been gone for so long.
I think so too, but I don't know if he wants to tell this story.
I feel like it's got to be a situation. I feel like there's got to be like a moment where there's a build up for this moment.
I think there's some build up already.
We've talked about
Oh
it. You weren't
my
at Seminole
God.
preview. We didn't have a Seminole preview. You weren't there, so
We can talk.
otherwise we would have talked about it.
we can talk about something.
I think we should.
I think we should because these guys don't know this story and I do, and it's hilarious. You can leave out certain parts, Cody.
All right.
A lot of build up here. I'm expecting a lot. Don't cut any corners. Don't leave anything out.
All right, fuck boys. Here we go.
I can feel the shame. I can
So
feel it.
good.
All right. So back in 2019, I was stationed up for a tournament on Seminole Lake. And if none of you guys know what Seminole Lake is, I mean, it is fucking nothing. There ain't shit there. That like it's a town of like 2,500 people and is the dirtiest, nastiest town. Like I went there for pre-fishing one time, looking for a hotel, and the semi rigs that were pulled up at the hotels were like, you could tell they had lot lizards in every single one of them. Like disgusting place to be. So I ended up pulling a place with our buddy. I won't say his name just to leave him out of the story, but ended up pulling a place with another fellow fisherman from the Wisconsin area. And he's like, yeah, you can stay with me. And the entire time, at that point in time, I'm like 25, 26, just swiping through Tinder. And at there isn't nothing within 10 miles. Obviously, there's nobody home. So we expanded our horizons to about 25. Nothing. 35. Nothing. 45. Cool. It is the plethora of women. And I have no idea why that is. And I'm just swiping on everything that I can see. Denied. Yes. What the fuck? Gave this person the most cheesy drunk line you've ever experienced. Like, it was disgusting. Like, it was a bad drunk line. Bad drunk line. Let's just put it that way. Bad drunk line. And immediate response. Like, wow, that was easy.
I'm killing it.
I am destroying this. Like, well, where are you from? She's like, well, I live in Gainesville right now, like close to Gainesville, but I don't know, I kind of like fishing, whatever. I'm like, you kind of like fishing? Like, I don't give a shit. Like, let's do like, where are you from? What college are you from? Like, I am coming to your college. And so this was early on in the tournament. So early on in the tournament, I thought I was going to win the event. Totally thought I was going to win the event. I was going to blow $100,000 at whatever the fuck college we were at. We were just going to like throw some money down and show how big our dick was and fucking like show frat girls who were at like, look at the boat. Yeah, look at all the amount of money I just won. Yeah. Didn't happen. Actually, I didn't even get a check. Zero money in my pocket.
Cody,
hella game plan going
important
in,
to note here, because you were saying there was nothing near. Did you end up figuring out what college you were swiping on?
It may or may not have been FSU, Florida State University, which is right across the road from the shithole Seminole. Exactly 45 minutes away from the spot that I was staying at. So I was talking to this girl, just gorgeous woman, way too gorgeous for, you know, the Mac that I was putting down. And the Mac that I was putting down was drunk Mac. Extremely drunk Mac. And she's like responding to it. Like, man, I must be like feeling myself right now. I'm like, fucking hey. She's like, well, why don't you come over and like party at our place the one night? I'm like, yeah, I'll come over. Like, not a big deal. I'm like, send me your address. And it's on the FSU campus. And I'm driving through like the streets and stuff. And I'm like, looking at where I need to go, and there's like the fraternity and sorority houses, and I'm driving past them,
towing a boat
in the middle of the campus. Like, this cannot be it. This cannot be it. Like, I called her up. I finally got her number at that time. I'm like, hello? Like, she's like, hold on 1 second. Can you FaceTime me? I'm like, yeah, I can FaceTime you. Like, hello. She's like, hold on, let me get in some light. Can you get in some light? I'm like, yeah. So I like put on my headlights or whatever. And I'm like, can you see me? She's like, yeah. Now I can see you. And the whole time she's squinting like how I've been squinting, like looking. And she's like, here, down, here, down, here, down, the entire time. The entire time. I'm like, what in the fuck? So I'm like, kind of like rubbing my face, like thinking there's something on my face. She's like, oh no, it's a Sigma house. Like, come to the Sigma house. I'm like, okay. Well, where do I put my truck and my boat? She's like, just park it in the grass. So
Just front yard in it.
Yeah, just back that thing on down.
I park my truck and my boat in the front entryway of like pillared sorority house, like front and center. If anyone gives me shit about me not doing anything for sponsors, fuck them. I did enough.
This is Main Street, boys.
Main Street.
Frat row at FSU.
On a Friday, Saturday night, baby. Everybody can see it.
I'm scared to death. At this point, I'm scared to death. I'm like, dude, this chick is way too hot for what I've done. Like, there ain't no fucking way. I'm getting punked right now.
I've been on the road for 6 weeks.
I've been on the road for 6 weeks. I smell like shit. I haven't showered in like 2 days.
Parked my rig in the front yard.
Parked my rig.
Yeah, were you
literally
concerned
just
about the boat? That
scuffing
would be
it.
sort of my
No.
my main concern would be the boat, probably.
Main concern, bro. No. $60,000. Fuck that. We in. We are in. So I knock on the door and this chick like shows up. She's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Well, I'm here to see your friend. Like, I don't know. She invited me." She's like, "Oh, okay. Well, why don't you just wait here?" So I'm like sitting in this fucking beer-ridden couch that just like you can just smell it, and I'm looking at all these college chicks who are just like fucking beaming at me, like, all right. Looking, and they are all beaming at me. There's like, there had to be 6 to 10 of them beaming at me, beaming like through my soul. Like, what is the big deal? I feel like this is kind of something that happens a lot. Like, what is the big deal? And she comes out. She's like, "Oh, Cody, how are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And they all go like this as I'm walking away.
Just staring you down.
Just staring me down.
Is there anyone else at this house?
No, it's
Like,
just
this is not
me.
a party or anything.
It is just me. It is just me. So we go into this person's room. I'm not going to say her name, but we go into this person's room and like fun times are happening, whatever, you know. And I go to turn the lights off and she like gets up, turns the lights back on. I'm like, okay, interesting. I'm like, that's fine. Like, if you want to do that, that's whatever. Not a big deal. I go to turn the lights off again, and she gets up and turns them back on. Like, huh. all right, whatever. like still gonna do my deal, doing my deal. And the whole time I'm thinking in the back of my brain, I'm like, this has been going on way too easy. Way too easy for what I've done. For the amount of work that I've put in for this caliber of person, I have done shit. I have done nothing. I am not on this level of human being. And I'm starting to figure out the looks, the person, the FaceTime, the lights on. Like, what is going on here? So
the climax is coming.
On my way home, I get a call from this person saying, can you FaceTime me? I'm like, well, I'm kind of driving. Could you call?
This is after you leave.
After I left. I'm like, could you FaceTime me?
The next day, you're a gentleman.
I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. It's like, so fuck. I'm this is a while ago, so fuck it. I'm kind of interested in you. But I want to tell you something because, like, not a lot of people around here interested in me, and I just want to tell you what the whole deal is with me, and I just want to be completely honest. I'm like, yeah, I don't, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm already fucking boned you, so I mean, like, I have a deal. Like, whatever. I'm like, yeah, what's up? It's just like, so I'm like 95% deaf. Like,
just taking it all in.
And I got to her on the phone. I'm like, I wanted to say this. I wanted to say, I knew you were defect from the get-go.
Oh my God.
I'm like, that's fine, but that makes a whole lot of sense. Why, yeah, my, no, I totally get why I got the defect one and now the faces of those people, your friends that they had given me. Like, yes, I understood. You were the one with the disability that I was with. Yeah. No, I understand. Now. Yeah. You had the disability.
Deaf chicks need the action too, man. You were just doing her a favor.
Apparently so.
You're being a good dude.
It's well, let's
Look
not
at it
put
that
it.
way.
Let's not put it to good dude status because we met up many times after that certain scenario, but talk about you want to feel like a piece of shit. Absolute piece of shit moment. It was amazing though. Absolutely amazing.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I think it's impressive that you didn't know.
I'm surprised she didn't I'm surprised she was able to speak. She's 95% deaf. Did it sound like she was deaf?
No, not one bit, dude.
That's crazy.
Well,
she have hearing aids?
No. Wow. No, no. So I asked her about it. She's like, yeah, my parents are like this and that, like super wealthy people, and they knew right away, so they put me on this like speech, whatever.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, program.
That's usually the dead giveaway, you know.
I know. Yeah,
they're like coming. You seen you coming a mile away, dude.
They sound like Sloth from the Goonies, dude.
Yes. Yes.
Or no, what's his name? Is it Sloth?
Yeah. Yeah.
They can't hear. They can't hear us, Ryan. You know,
not
we
a
can say
not
whatever
a
we want.
fucking idea. Not a clue. Not a clue. I
We
mean,
don't have
like,
subtitles on here.
turning the lights on after I turned them off, like nothing. Me drunk texting this person and somehow finding my way into a major FSU sorority, nothing. Didn't even compute. Didn't even compute. Parking my truck and boat on the lawn of that sorority didn't even compute. Nothing. Didn't even.
I mean, that's how well practice was going, hey?
That's how well the Derby went.
Practice is great. I was telling Northwoods Nines I was about to bring them to the casino that night. It was that good.
Damn.
If anyone knows, Northwoods Wisconsin Nines are, your typical big city 1.5. So
I thought that was going in I thought it was going to be a much worse thing that she was going to tell you. Like, I thought it was going to be something really bad.
I may have left out a lot of the story, which we could off.
That's
camera.
fine. We can talk about it off camera, but
the main hilarious part with all of that is parking the truck and trailer.
That's
on the
the
lawn
best. That's the
of
best
the
part.
sorority.
Like literally Malone's Marine is stuck there for about 2.5 days, and these bitches are pissed.
Just the visual.
Yes. I mean, I'm like, walk in there, all you see are just like 10, like I would say 8 to 12 girls just sitting on the couches, just
so mad.
If you don't watch us on YouTube, you can see Cody's glares right now.
Yeah.
And
just pissed.
Perturbed. Like, these women are just downright nasty. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. What's wrong with you? But there's a lot more detail that I could go into, but
yeah, we don't need
to go into that.
That was good, Cody. That was good. I thought that was all good fun. And like you said, one of the only reasons I was like, yeah, this will be fine, is you had told me you guys saw each other for a while after that too. Like, she was a great lady.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, she was super fun. She was awesome. Yeah, she was awesome.
Cody's good old FLW tournament from Seminole turning into parking a truck and boat on a sorority front lawn. Who would have guessed?
There you go. If you're at Seminole, put that range out to 45 miles.
Yeah, that's a pro tip there.
Pro tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in an area close to a college campus, you make sure you're reaching to those outer scopes.
Expand your reach. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's a good one. But yeah, I mean, we got plenty more stories eventually to dive into as we roll through this. But I thought that was a good one. Thank you, Cody, for diving into it. We wanted to do it when the Elite Series was at Seminole, but like we said, we didn't have a show, so we didn't have a preview then. The only show we missed. But anybody else got anything they want to add, or are we good to log off for this one?
I think we're good.
I think we are good. So thank you, everybody, for listening to another episode of Past the Barb. Remember to send this to your friends, help get us out there. And until next time, we'll see you later.